Hello, my friend. Welcome to a very special place where worries melt away like ice cream on a warm day. Tonight, we're going on a magical journey together. Not the kind where you need to pack a bag or catch a plane, but the kind where you close your eyes and let your imagination carry you to the most peaceful place in the world. Have you ever felt like your mind is like a busy playground at recess? Thoughts running everywhere, feelings bouncing around, maybe some worries playing tag in your head? Well, tonight we're going to find a quiet, cozy corner where your mind can finally sit down and rest. I want you to imagine that you have a special superpower, the power to find peace anywhere, anytime. And the best part? You already have this superpower inside you. We're just going to help you remember how to use it. Over the next 2 hours, we'll walk together down a beautiful mountain path where wise teachers have left gentle lessons like breadcrumbs for us to find. We'll meet friendly animals, discover magical gardens, and learn secrets that have helped people sleep peacefully for thousands of years. You don't need to do anything hard or complicated. You just need to listen, breathe, and let yourself sink deeper into your bed with each story. Think of me as your gentle guide, and think of yourself as the brave explorer who's about to discover the most wonderful treasure of all, a calm, happy heart. Some nights, our minds feel like a jar full of muddy water that someone just shook up. But when we stop shaking it and just let it be still, something magical happens. The mud slowly settles to the bottom, and the water becomes crystal clear. Tonight, we're going to help your mind become that clear, peaceful water. Whether you're 7 or 70, whether you've had the best day ever, or a day that felt too hard, this journey is for you. Because everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves to end their day feeling safe, loved, and at peace. So snuggle in, my friend. Pull that blanket up to your chin. Let your whole body sink into your bed like you're melting into a warm hug. Tonight, you don't have to worry about tomorrow. You don't have to fix anything or figure anything out. Tonight, you just get to rest. Before you get settled, please like this video and subscribe. I'd love to know where you're listening from and what time it is. Just drop a comment and let me know. It's always wonderful to see people from around the world joining us. Now turn down your lights, maybe switch off that fan or any background noise. And let's start this peaceful journey together. Part 1. The beginning journey, finding the path. Close your eyes now and take a deep, slow breath. Feel your body getting heavier in your bed, like you're sinking into the softest cloud. You find yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful forest as the sun is setting. The sky looks like someone spilled orange and pink paint across it, and there's a gentle breeze that feels like a warm hug on your skin. Right in front of you, you see something wonderful, a smooth, winding path that leads up into the mountains. This isn't just any path. This is a special path that glows softly with golden light, as if tiny stars have been sprinkled along the ground to show you the way. The path feels warm under your bare feet, and with each step, you notice something amazing happening. All the heavy feelings from your day start to feel lighter. As you begin to walk, you hear a gentle chuckle behind you. You turn around and see the kindest face you've ever seen. It's an old monk with eyes that twinkle like stars and a smile so warm it makes you feel instantly safe. He's wearing simple brown robes, and his bald head shines in the sunset light. "Hello, young traveler," he says in a voice soft as a whisper. "I've been waiting for you. My name is Peaceful Heart, and I've walked this path many, many times. Would you like to learn the secret of letting go?" You nod, feeling curious and safe. Wonderful, says Peaceful Heart. First, let's put down the invisible backpack you've been carrying all day. You know, the one filled with all your worries and stress and things that made you feel heavy. He gestures gently, and you imagine yourself taking off this invisible backpack. As you set it down beside the path, you feel your shoulders relax and your whole body becomes lighter. The backpack doesn't disappear. It just sits there peacefully, not bothering anyone. You see, the monk explains as you both start walking slowly up the golden path, worries are like rocks. We don't need to throw them away forever. We just need to put them down so we can rest. They'll be there if we really need them later, but right now, we can walk freely. The path ahead winds gently upward through tall, friendly trees that sway in the evening breeze. Each tree seems to whisper, "Welcome, welcome, you are safe here." "Now," says Peaceful Heart, "let's learn the most magical breathing in the world. It's so simple that even a baby could do it, but so powerful that it can change how you feel in just a few breaths." You walk together slowly, your feet finding a gentle rhythm on the warm path. "Breathe in slowly through your nose," the monk says softly, and as you do, imagine you're breathing in the most peaceful feeling in the world, like you're breathing in a soft, golden light that fills your whole body with calm. You try it. As you breathe in, you imagine golden peace flowing into your lungs, then spreading through your chest, down your arms, and all the way to your toes. "Beautiful," says Peaceful Heart. Now breathe out slowly through your mouth, and as you do, imagine you're letting go of anything that doesn't feel good. Any stress, any worry, any feeling that's too heavy. Just let it float away like a dandelion seed on the breeze. You breathe out, and it feels like you're releasing a sigh that you've been holding in all day. The stress floats away, up into the orange and pink sky, where it disappears into the clouds. "Breathe in peace," the monk says gently. "Breathe out stress. In with calm, out with worry. In with love, out with anything that feels heavy." You continue this magical breathing as you walk together up the gentle path. With each breath, you feel more relaxed. With each step, you feel more peaceful. The golden light from the path seems to be soaking into your feet, traveling up through your legs, warming your whole body from the inside. The trees around you sway gently, making a soft shushing sound, like they're singing you a lullaby. In the distance, you can hear the gentle trickle of a stream and the soft hooting of a wise owl who's getting ready for bedtime too. "You're doing wonderfully," says Peaceful Heart, his voice growing even softer and more soothing. "This path leads to many beautiful places where you can rest and learn. But for now, just keep walking slowly, breathing peacefully, feeling how good it is to put down what's heavy and pick up what's light." As you continue up the path together, your breathing becomes deeper and slower. Your body feels like it's floating, supported by the warm golden light. Every worry from your day feels farther and farther away, like they're back at the bottom of the mountain while you're climbing higher into peace. The sun is almost set now, and the first gentle stars are beginning to twinkle in the sky above you. You realize that you're not just walking up a mountain path, you're walking into the most peaceful sleep you've ever had. "Rest now in this walking meditation," whispers Peaceful Heart. "Let each step be a step into deeper calm. Let each breath be a breath into sweeter dreams. The path will carry you exactly where you need to go." You continue walking slowly, breathing gently, feeling completely safe and loved as you climb higher on this magical path toward the peaceful places that wait ahead. Part 2. The Garden of Letting Go. Releasing what weighs you down. As you walk with peaceful heart up the golden path, the air becomes even sweeter and softer. You notice a wonderful smell floating on the breeze, like all the most beautiful flowers in the world decided to share their perfume with you. "Ah," says Peaceful Heart with a gentle smile, "we're approaching the garden of letting go. This is one of my favorite places on the entire mountain." Around the next bend in the path, you see something that takes your breath away. Before you stretches the most beautiful garden you could ever imagine. It's not too big and not too small, just the perfect size to feel cozy and magical at the same time. The garden is filled with every kind of flower you can think of, and many you've never seen before. There are roses that glow like soft lanterns, sunflowers that seem to dance in the gentle breeze, and patches of the fluffiest dandelions you've ever seen. A small stream winds through the middle of the garden, making the softest babbling sounds, like it's whispering secrets to the flowers. "This garden," explains Peaceful Heart, as you both enter through a wooden gate that opens with the gentlest creak, "is a very special place. Each flower here represents something we can choose to let go of, something that might be making us feel heavy or worried or sad." You look around in wonder. The flowers seem to glow with their own inner light, and butterflies float lazily from bloom to bloom, their wings catching the last rays of sunset. "But before we explore," says the monk, settling down on a soft patch of grass beside the babbling stream, "let me tell you a story about a very special butterfly I once met right here in this garden." You sit down beside him, feeling the cool grass tickle your legs and the warm ground supporting you perfectly. "Once upon a time," begins Peaceful Heart in his gentlest storytelling voice, "there was a beautiful butterfly named Gentle Wing. She had the most gorgeous wings, purple and gold and silver, like tiny pieces of sunset sky. But poor Gentle Wing had a problem." You lean in, curious to hear what happened. You see, Gentle Wing thought she needed to carry things with her wherever she went. Important things, she thought. So she had tied tiny pebbles to her wings, one for every worry, every sad feeling, every mistake she thought she had made. She carried a pebble for the time she got lost, and another for the day it rained on her picnic, and one more for every time someone seemed upset with her. As Peaceful Heart talks, you can almost see this butterfly, trying so hard to fly with all those heavy little stones weighing her down. At first, the pebbles were small, and Gentle Wing could still fly. But as days went by, she collected more and more stones. Soon, she could barely get off the ground. Her beautiful wings worked so hard, but the stones made everything difficult. You feel a little sad for Gentle Wing, and maybe you understand how she felt. One day, Gentle Wing landed right here in this garden, exhausted from trying to fly with all her heavy stones. She saw all these beautiful flowers and wanted to visit them, but she was too tired. That's when the wise flowers began to speak to her. Peaceful Heart's voice grows even softer, like he's sharing the most important secret. The roses said, "Dear butterfly, those stones you carry, do they help you fly?" And Gentle Wing said, "No, they make flying very hard." The sunflowers asked, "Do those stones make you happy?" And Gentle Wing said, "No, they make me feel heavy and sad." Then the dandelions asked the most important question of all: what would happen if you let them go? You find yourself holding your breath, waiting to hear what Gentle Wing decided. At first, Gentle Wing was scared. "But these stones are my worries and mistakes," she said. "If I let them go, what if I forget the lessons? What if the problems come back?" But the wise garden flowers explained something magical. They said, "You can let go of carrying the heavy stones and still keep the wisdom they taught you. You can remember the lessons without carrying the weight." Peaceful Heart pauses, letting this sink in, and you notice your own body relaxing even more into the soft grass. So Gentle Wing, very carefully and with great love for herself, began to untie the stones. As each one fell away, her wings felt lighter. As each worry stone dropped into the soft earth of the garden, she felt freer. And you know what happened to those stones? You shake your head, completely absorbed in the story. They became fertilizer for the flowers. Every worry, every sad feeling, every mistake, they all helped the beautiful flowers in the garden grow even more beautiful. Nothing was wasted, nothing was lost. But Gentle Wing didn't have to carry the heaviness anymore. As the story ends, you feel something shifting inside yourself. Maybe you have some stones you've been carrying too. "Now," says Peaceful Heart gently, "would you like to try what Gentle Wing learned?" You nod, feeling safe and ready. Look around the garden and pick a flower that calls to you. Any flower that feels friendly and welcoming. You let your eyes wander over the magical garden. Maybe you choose a rose that glows like a warm hug, or a sunflower that seems to smile at you, or perhaps one of those fluffy dandelions that look like tiny clouds. "Perfect choice," says Peaceful Heart, though he seems to think every flower is perfect. Now, gently think of one thing from today, or yesterday, or any day, that felt a little heavy to carry. Maybe a worry about tomorrow, or a sad feeling, or a time when you felt scared or angry or disappointed. Don't try to think of something big. Even tiny feelings count. You think of something that's been sitting in your chest or your stomach, making you feel a little heavy. Now imagine very gently placing that heavy feeling into your flower. The flower is happy to take it. That's what these magical flowers love to do. They transform heavy feelings into beauty and peace. As you imagine placing your worry or sad feeling into the flower, you notice something wonderful happening. The flower glows a little brighter, and your chest or stomach feels a little lighter. "Beautiful," whispers Peaceful Heart. Now, if your flower is a dandelion, imagine blowing gently on it and watching all those white, fluffy seeds float away into the sky, carrying your worry up to the clouds where it dissolves into nothing. If your flower is a different kind, imagine it absorbing your heavy feeling and transforming it into pure golden light that flows back to you as peace. You try this, and it feels like magic. Whether you blow dandelion seeds into the evening sky or watch your flower glow with transforming light, something inside you feels different, lighter, freer, more peaceful. "You can come back to this garden anytime," says Peaceful Heart as you both stand up slowly. Anytime you feel like you're carrying stones that are too heavy, you can imagine walking into this beautiful place and letting the flowers help you. As you prepare to leave the garden, you take one more look around. The flowers seem to nod at you in the gentle breeze, as if they're saying, "Well done, dear one. Come back whenever you need us." You and Peaceful Heart walk slowly toward the garden gate, and with each step, you feel lighter than before. Your breathing is even deeper now, even more relaxed. Your body feels like it's floating on the golden path. "Feel how much easier it is to walk now," the monk says softly. "Feel how much room you have in your heart for peace when you're not filling it up with heavy stones." The path ahead curves gently upward, leading to the next beautiful place on your peaceful journey. But right now, you're perfectly content to walk slowly, breathing deeply, feeling the wonderful lightness of letting go. Behind you, the garden of letting go glows softly in the twilight, always ready to welcome you back whenever you need to set something heavy down. Part 3. The Lake of Stillness. Finding your calm center. As you and Peaceful Heart continue walking up the golden path, your steps have become even slower and more gentle. Your breathing flows like a quiet river, and your whole body feels soft and relaxed, like you're made of the most comfortable clouds. The path ahead curves around a grove of tall, whispering pine trees, their branches swaying so gently they barely make a sound. The air smells fresh and clean, like the morning after rain, and you notice that everything around you feels incredibly peaceful. "Listen," says Peaceful Heart, holding up one finger with a knowing smile. "Do you hear that?" You pause and listen carefully. At first, you hear the gentle evening sounds, the soft rustle of leaves, the distant hoot of an owl, the whisper of the breeze. But then you realize what Peaceful Heart wants you to notice. There's also a deep, perfect silence underneath all the sounds. A silence so calm and complete that it feels like the whole mountain is holding you in a gentle hug. "We're almost there," the monk says softly, and you can hear excitement and peace mixed together in his voice. You round the bend, and what you see takes your breath away completely. Before you stretches the most perfectly still lake you could ever imagine. It's not huge, just the right size to feel cozy and magical. The water is so still and clear that it looks exactly like a giant mirror lying flat on the ground. The lake reflects everything perfectly. The first twinkling stars in the darkening sky, the gentle mountains that surround it, the soft clouds that drift overhead like sleepy sheep. Even you and Peaceful Heart are reflected in the water, and your reflection looks so peaceful and calm that you hardly recognize yourself. "Welcome," says Peaceful Heart, in a voice barely louder than a whisper, "to the Lake of Stillness. This is where we learn one of the most important secrets of all, how to find the quiet, peaceful center that lives inside every one of us." You walk together to the edge of the lake and sit down on the softest grass you've ever felt. The ground is perfectly warm, and you can rest your hands on the cool, smooth rocks that line the water's edge. Everything here feels incredibly gentle and safe. "Look at this beautiful water," says Peaceful Heart, gazing out over the perfectly still surface. "What do you notice about it?" You look and see how completely calm the lake is. Not even the tiniest ripple disturbs its surface. It's like nature's most perfect mirror. "Your mind," says the monk gently, "can be just like this lake. Right now, it might feel like there are lots of waves and ripples on top, thoughts bouncing around, feelings splashing here and there, worries making little storms. But underneath all of that, there's always this perfect stillness, this calm center that never goes away." As he speaks, you find yourself staring into the peaceful water, and something inside you begins to feel very quiet and still. "Let me tell you about my friend who lives in this lake," says Peaceful Heart with a gentle smile. "Her name is Deep Wisdom, and she's the wisest fish in all the world." You peer into the clear water, wondering if you might catch a glimpse of this special fish. Deep Wisdom has lived in this lake for many, many years. The monk continues, his voice growing even softer and more soothing. She's seen storms come and go. She's watched the seasons change. She's witnessed all kinds of weather pass over the surface of her home. but you know where deep wisdom spends most of her time. You shake your head, completely absorbed in the story. She lives in the very deepest, most peaceful part of the lake, where it's always perfectly calm. Even when the wind blows hard and makes big waves on the surface, even when raindrops create thousands of tiny ripples, down in the deep part where deep wisdom lives, everything is always perfectly still and peaceful. You imagine this wise fish swimming slowly and gracefully in the quiet depths, completely untouched by any surface storms. One day, Peaceful Heart continues, a young fish came to visit deep wisdom. The young fish was very upset. "I can't find any peace," he said. "Every time I try to rest, something disturbs the water. A bird lands and makes ripples, or the wind blows and makes waves, or a leaf falls and makes circles on the surface. I can't find anywhere quiet." You can almost see this worried young fish swimming frantically around the surface of the lake. Deep Wisdom smiled kindly and said, "My dear young friend, you're trying to find peace by making the surface of the lake perfectly still. But that's not how peace works. Peace isn't about stopping all the ripples. Peace is about swimming down to the place where ripples don't matter." As you listen, you feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, like you're slowly swimming down into the peaceful depths of the lake yourself. "Come with me," said Deep Wisdom, and she led the young fish down, down, down to the deepest part of the lake. There, even though they could see the shadows of ripples far above them, everything was perfectly calm and quiet. "This peaceful place," said Deep Wisdom, "is always here, no matter what's happening on the surface. And you, my dear friend, can always swim down to find it." Peaceful Heart pauses, letting the story settle into your heart, like a fish swimming to the bottom of a lake. "Now," he says gently, "let's practice what Deep Wisdom taught. Sit very comfortably and imagine that your mind is like this beautiful lake. You adjust your position on the soft grass, feeling completely supported and safe. Maybe right now, you notice some thoughts floating around, thoughts about tomorrow, or something that happened today, or wondering what comes next in our story. These thoughts are like gentle ripples on the surface of your lake mind, and that's perfectly okay. As he speaks, you notice that yes, you do have some thoughts drifting through your mind, and it's comforting to think of them as just gentle ripples on the surface. Now, instead of trying to stop these thoughts, continues Peaceful Heart, just let them be there, like ripples on the water. But slowly, gently, imagine yourself sinking deeper into your mind lake, down below where the ripples can't disturb you. You take a slow, deep breath and imagine yourself floating down into the peaceful depths of your own mind. With each breath, you can go a little deeper into the stillness. Each time you breathe out, you can let yourself sink further into the place where peace lives. That calm, quiet center that's always there, no matter what's happening on the surface. Your breathing becomes even slower and deeper. Each exhale feels like you're settling further into perfect peace. If a thought floats by, just watch it like Deep Wisdom would, with gentle curiosity, but without getting caught up in the ripple it makes. Let the thought drift across the surface of your awareness, like a cloud drifting across the sky, while you rest peacefully in the depths. You practice this, and it feels wonderful. Thoughts come and go, maybe wondering about tomorrow or remembering something from today, but they feel very far away and unimportant, like ripples on the surface while you rest in the deep, calm center. Feel how peaceful it is down here in the depths of your mind, whispers Peaceful Heart. Feel how quiet and still and safe this place is. This is your true home, this place of perfect peace that no storm can touch. You sit together in comfortable silence by the lake for several minutes, practicing this deep inner stillness. Your body feels like it's melting into the earth beneath you, and your mind feels as calm and clear as the mirror-like water before you. Occasionally, a gentle ripple might cross the lake, perhaps from a fish rising to catch an insect, or a leaf falling from a tree. But instead of disturbing the peace, these tiny movements just make the silence feel even deeper and more beautiful. This lake, says Peaceful Heart eventually, in a voice so soft it's almost like a gentle breeze. This perfect stillness lives inside you always. Whenever you need to find peace, you can close your eyes and remember swimming down to the calm depths where everything is perfectly quiet and still. As you slowly prepare to continue your journey, you take one last look at the lake of stillness. The stars are fully out now, twinkling like tiny diamonds in both the sky and the water's reflection. You feel like you could sit here forever, resting in this perfect peace. But there are more beautiful places waiting on your journey, and you know you can always return to this lake whenever you need to find your calm center. You and Peaceful Heart rise slowly from the soft grass, your movements gentle and quiet, like you don't want to disturb the profound peace of this magical place. Carry this stillness with you, the monk whispers as you begin walking again. Let it be like a quiet lake in your heart, always there, always peaceful, always ready to give you rest. Your steps are even softer now, your breathing even deeper and more relaxed. With each step along the golden path, you feel the calm depths of the lake traveling with you, a reservoir of perfect peace that you can visit anytime you need. Part 4. The Forest of Kindness. Growing love in your heart. As you walk slowly with Peaceful Heart along the golden path, something beautiful begins to happen. The air around you grows warmer and softer, filled with the sweetest, most comforting feeling you've ever experienced. It's like walking into the world's biggest, gentlest hug. Can you feel that? Asks Peaceful Heart, his eyes twinkling with joy. We're entering the forest of kindness, where love grows on trees and friendship flows like honey through the air. Ahead of you, the path leads into the most welcoming forest you could ever imagine. These aren't dark, scary woods. These are friendly, cozy trees that seem to reach out with their branches like they want to give you the softest hug. Golden light filters down through the leaves, making everything glow with warmth and safety. As you enter the forest, you notice something magical right away. Every tree seems to be smiling. The bark has gentle curves that look like kind faces, and the leaves rustle in a way that sounds exactly like loving whispers saying, "Welcome, dear one. You are so loved here." This forest, explains Peaceful Heart as you walk deeper into the warm golden light, is where we learn about the most powerful magic in the whole universe, the magic of loving kindness. It's a special kind of love that never runs out, no matter how much you give away. Your bare feet feel wonderful on the soft forest floor, which is covered with the most comfortable moss and fallen leaves. Everything here feels alive with love. The trees, the flowers, even the air itself seems to sparkle with kindness. As you walk, you begin to notice that you're not alone in this forest. Gentle woodland creatures peek out from behind trees and bushes, all of them looking at you with the most loving eyes you've ever seen. A family of rabbits hops out onto the path in front of you. Instead of running away, They sit up on their hind legs and seem to nod at you in greeting. Their eyes are so full of pure, unconditional love that you feel your heart growing warmer, just looking at them. "Hello, little friends," says Peaceful Heart softly, and the rabbits twitch their noses happily in response before hopping away to play. A squirrel scurries down from a nearby tree and sits on a low branch right at eye level with you. It tilts its fluffy head and chatters softly, as if it's saying, "You're wonderful, just exactly as you are." Then it flicks its tail cheerfully and bounds back up into the branches. "All the animals here," explains Peaceful Heart, "know the secret of loving without conditions. They don't love you because of what you do or don't do, or because you're perfect or imperfect. They love you simply because you exist, because you're part of this beautiful world." A gentle deer steps delicately out from between the trees, its large, dark eyes looking at you with such pure acceptance and love that you feel tears of happiness welling up. The deer approaches slowly, without fear, and gently touches your hand with its soft nose before walking peacefully back into the forest. "Feel that warmth in your chest," whispers Peaceful Heart. That's your heart recognizing the love that surrounds you everywhere, always. It's like a little sun growing warmer and brighter inside you. You do feel it, a golden, glowing warmth right in the center of your chest, like someone lit a cozy fire in your heart. As you continue walking through this magical forest, Peaceful Heart guides you to a clearing where the most magnificent tree you've ever seen stands in the center. This tree is enormous, with a trunk so wide that 20 people holding hands couldn't reach around it, and branches that stretch up so high they seem to touch the stars. But what makes this tree truly special isn't its size. It's the feeling that radiates from it. Pure, unconditional love pours from this tree like invisible light, warming everything around it. "This," says Peaceful Heart with deep reverence, "is the Great Heart Tree. She has been growing love here for thousands and thousands of years. Would you like to hear her story?" You nod, settling down on the soft grass at the base of the enormous tree. The trunk feels warm against your back, like leaning against the chest of the most loving grandmother in the universe. Peaceful Heart sits beside you, his voice growing even softer and more soothing. "Long, long ago," he begins, "when this tree was just a tiny seedling, she made a promise. She promised that she would spend her whole life giving shelter, shade, and comfort to anyone who needed it, no matter who they were, no matter what they had done, no matter how they felt about themselves." You look up at the massive branches spreading out above you, like a living cathedral of love. Over the centuries, every kind of creature you can imagine has come to rest under these branches. Happy creatures and sad creatures, brave ones and frightened ones, creatures who felt good about themselves, and creatures who felt lost and lonely. As Peaceful Heart speaks, you can almost see all these different animals, bears and birds, foxes and butterflies, mice and deer, all finding comfort and acceptance under the Great Heart Tree's loving branches. "And you know what the most amazing thing is?" continues the monk. "The tree never once asked anyone to be different before giving them shelter. She never said, 'You can rest here when you're happier,' or 'Come back when you're braver,' or 'I'll shade you when you're perfect.' She simply opened her branches to everyone, exactly as they were. You feel the warm bark against your back, and imagine all the love that has flowed through this tree for so many years. The tree discovered something wonderful," says Peaceful Heart. "The more love she gave away, the stronger and more beautiful she became. Every act of kindness made her roots go deeper, her trunk grow wider, and her branches reach higher. Love, you see, is the only thing in the universe that grows bigger when you share it. As you rest against the great heart tree, you feel that golden warmth in your chest growing stronger and warmer. It's like the tree is sharing its love directly with your heart. Now, says Peaceful Heart gently, would you like to learn how to grow this same kind of love in your own heart? You nod, feeling ready and open. Close your eyes softly and place your hands gently on your heart. Feel that warm glow that's already there. That's your love center, your own little great heart tree. You put your hands over your heart and immediately feel that golden warmth flowing under your palms. Now imagine that warm feeling growing a little brighter and bigger with each breath, like a tiny sun growing more and more radiant inside your chest. With each breath, you feel the warmth expanding, spreading through your whole body like the most comfortable feeling you've ever experienced. Now, whispers Peaceful Heart, let's send some of this love to yourself first. Imagine all that golden warmth flowing to every part of you, to your tired body that has carried you so well today, to your busy mind that has been thinking and learning, to any part of you that feels sad or worried or not quite good enough. You let the warm love flow through every part of yourself, and it feels like being held by the most caring, accepting presence imaginable. Say quietly in your mind, guides Peaceful Heart, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be kind to myself, may I feel loved exactly as I am. You repeat these words silently, and each one seems to make the warmth in your chest grow brighter and stronger. Beautiful, says the monk softly. Now, let's share this love with someone else. Think of someone you care about, maybe a family member or a friend or even a pet. Picture them in your mind and imagine all that golden love flowing from your heart to theirs. You think of someone special to you, and as you send them love, your heart feels even warmer and more full. Say to them in your mind, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you feel safe and loved. As you send these loving thoughts to your special person, you notice something amazing. Instead of having less love for yourself, you somehow have even more. It's just like the great heart tree discovered. Now, says Peaceful Heart, let's try something really magical. Think of all the creatures in this forest, the rabbits and deer, the squirrels and birds, even the trees themselves. Send your love to all of them, like you're a little sun-shining warmth in all directions. You imagine your heart love flowing out to every living thing in the forest, and they all seem to glow a little brighter in response. And now, whispers the monk, for the most magical part of all, think of every person in the whole world who might be going to sleep tonight, just like you. People in different countries, children in cozy beds, grown-ups who are tired from their day, anyone who might need a little extra love right now. You imagine all these sleeping people around the world, and you send them the golden warmth from your heart. Say to all of them, may you sleep peacefully, may you have sweet dreams, may you wake up feeling loved and happy. As you send love to everyone in the world, your heart feels so full and warm that it seems like it might overflow with happiness. You sit in comfortable silence against the great heart tree, feeling completely surrounded and filled with love. Your breathing is deep and peaceful. Your body feels like it's melting with relaxation, and your heart glows like a tiny, perfect sun. Woodland creatures begin to gather around you, and Peaceful Heart, rabbits and squirrels, a few deer, some soft-feathered birds. They all settle down peacefully nearby, as if they want to share in this circle of love and kindness. "This is how you build the most beautiful life possible," whispers Peaceful Heart as you rest together in the loving presence of the great heart tree, not by getting more things or being more perfect, but by growing more love in your heart and sharing it freely with the world. The forest around you pulses gently with love, and you realize that you're not just visiting the forest of kindness, you're learning to become the forest of kindness yourself, a place where love grows and spreads to everyone you meet. "Carry this warm heart with you always," says Peaceful Heart as you eventually prepare to continue your journey. Let it be like a little great heart tree inside you, always ready to give shade and comfort to yourself and others. As you slowly stand and prepare to walk deeper into your peaceful journey, you feel completely different than when you started. Your heart is full of golden love, your body is deeply relaxed, and every step you take seems to spread kindness into the world around you. The woodland creatures wave goodbye with paws and wings and tails, and the great heart tree's branches rustle with what sounds exactly like a loving whisper. Remember, dear one, you are made of love, and love is what you're here to share. Part 5. The Cave of Wisdom, Learning Life's Gentle Lessons. As you and Peaceful Heart walk slowly away from the forest of kindness, that golden warmth from the great heart tree continues to glow softly in your chest. Your steps have become so gentle now that you barely make a sound on the golden path, and your breathing flows as naturally as a quiet stream. The path begins to curve around the side of the mountain, and ahead you see something that makes you feel instantly curious and safe. There, nestled into the mountainside like nature's own cozy room, is the most inviting cave you could ever imagine. This isn't a dark, scary cave at all. Soft, golden light glows from within, warm and welcoming as sunshine on a perfect spring morning. The entrance is just the right size, not too big and not too small, and beautiful crystals embedded in the rock catch the light and sparkle like tiny stars. "Ah," says Peaceful Heart with a knowing smile. We've arrived at the Cave of Wisdom. This is one of the most special places on our entire journey, a place where the gentlest, most important truths are shared. As you approach the cave entrance, you notice how perfectly comfortable everything feels. The air is exactly the right temperature, and there's a sense of deep peace radiating from within, like stepping into the world's coziest library where all the most beautiful stories live. "The guardian of this cave," explains Peaceful Heart as you both walk slowly into the golden light, "is very, very old and very, very wise. She has watched countless seasons change, seen thousands of sunrises and sunsets, and learned the most important secrets about how to live a truly happy life. Inside the cave, the walls curve around you like a gentle embrace, and the golden light seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. The floor is covered with the softest sand you've ever felt, still warm from centuries of that magical golden glow. In the very center of the cave, on a smooth, flat rock that looks like nature's own perfect cushion, sits the most magnificent turtle you've ever seen. Her shell is ancient and beautiful, marked with intricate patterns that look like they hold the wisdom of the ages. Her eyes are deep and kind, twinkling with gentle humor and infinite understanding. "Welcome, young travelers," says the turtle in a voice so soft and warm it feels like being wrapped in the coziest blanket. "My name is Ancient Wisdom, and I have been waiting for you. Please come sit with me by the warmth of the eternal light. You and peaceful heart settle down on the incredibly soft sand near ancient wisdom. The turtle's presence is so calming that you feel even more relaxed than before, if that's even possible. Your body feels like it's melting into the warm sand, completely supported and safe. I have lived in this cave for many, many years. Ancient wisdom begins, her voice flowing like honey mixed with starlight. I have seen thousands of travelers come up this mountain path, all looking for the same thing, the secret to being truly, deeply happy. And do you know what I've learned? You lean in closer, ready to hear this ancient wisdom. The secret isn't complicated at all, she says with a gentle chuckle that sounds like wind chimes in a soft breeze. In fact, it's so simple that sometimes people walk right past it looking for something more difficult. Would you like to hear some of the gentle truths I've discovered? You nod eagerly, feeling completely safe and open in this golden, cozy space. The first truth, says ancient wisdom, settling more comfortably on her rock. I learned from watching a single dewdrop on a blade of grass outside my cave one morning. Her eyes grow even more gentle as she remembers. This tiny dewdrop was absolutely perfect, crystal clear, catching the first rays of sunrise, sparkling like the most precious diamond. For a moment, it was the most beautiful thing in the whole world. And then, as the sun grew warmer, the dewdrop disappeared, becoming part of the air and clouds. You can almost see this perfect dewdrop in your mind. At first, I felt sad that such beauty was gone so quickly. But then I realized something wonderful. The dewdrop hadn't really disappeared at all. It had just changed into something else. Water vapor that would become clouds, then rain, then maybe another dewdrop on another morning. Nothing was lost. Everything just changed. Ancient wisdom pauses, letting this gentle truth settle into your heart. This taught me that everything in life changes. Our feelings, our situations, even our problems. When we're sad, it won't last forever. When we're worried, that will change too. But here's the beautiful part. When we're happy, that happiness becomes part of us forever, even when it transforms into something else. You feel this truth resonating deep in your chest, next to that golden warmth from the great heart tree. The second truth, continues ancient wisdom, I learned from a tiny ant who used to visit my cave. Her eyes twinkle with fond memory. This little ant would come in every day, carrying crumbs that seemed enormous compared to her tiny size. One day I asked her, "Little friend, don't you ever feel overwhelmed by how small you are in this big, big world?" And do you know what she said? You shake your head, completely absorbed in the story. She said, "Oh, ancient wisdom, I used to worry about being small. But then I realized that I don't need to be big to be important. Every day I help feed my family. Every crumb I carry makes a difference. I can't move mountains, but I can move my one little crumb, and that's enough. That's more than enough." Your heart feels warm as you think about this wise little ant. This taught me, says ancient wisdom softly, that you don't have to be perfect or amazing or the best at everything to be wonderful. You don't have to solve all the world's problems or be the smartest person in your class or make everyone happy. You just have to be you, doing your best with your one precious life, and that is always, always enough. The golden light in the cave seems to pulse gently, as if agreeing with these beautiful words. The third truth, ancient wisdom continues, I learned from watching the seasons change outside my cave year after year after year. She gestures toward the cave entrance, where you can see the peaceful mountain landscape bathed in starlight. I notice that spring never tries to be summer, and summer never worries about becoming autumn. Winter doesn't fight against turning into spring. Each season is perfectly itself for exactly as long as it needs to be, and then it gracefully becomes the next season. You think about how natural and beautiful the changing seasons are. This taught me that you too are perfect exactly as you are right now in this season of your life. If you're young, you don't need to rush to be older. If you're learning something new, you don't need to know everything right away. If you're feeling sad today, you don't need to force yourself to be happy. You can be exactly where you are and trust that you'll naturally grow and change when the time is right. Ancient wisdom shifts slightly on her rock, the patterns on her shell catching the golden light. The fourth truth is my favorite of all, she says with a smile so warm it makes you feel loved all the way to your toes. I learned it from my own reflection in the still water of an underground pool in this very cave. Her voice becomes even softer, more intimate. For the longest time, I thought I needed to be different to be worthy of love. Faster, perhaps, or more colorful, or able to do more impressive things. I would look at my reflection and see all the ways I wasn't like other creatures. I was too slow, too old, too quiet. You feel a pang of recognition. Maybe you've felt this way about yourself sometimes too. But one day, as I was looking at my reflection and feeling sorry for myself, the most extraordinary thing happened. A beam of sunlight came down through a crack in the cave ceiling and lit up my reflection perfectly. And suddenly, I saw myself the way the universe sees me, as a being made of the same light and love as everything else in creation. The golden light in the cave seems to dance as she speaks. I realized that I had been looking for flaws that didn't matter and missing the miracle that I am. Here I was, a conscious being, capable of love, able to think and feel and help others. I could watch sunsets and comfort travelers and share wisdom. I was already complete, already perfect, already enough. Your heart swells with understanding and self-love. And so are you, ancient wisdom says, looking directly at you with eyes full of infinite kindness. You are not a mistake or an accident or a work in progress that needs fixing. You are a conscious miracle, made of the same stardust as everything beautiful in the universe. Right now, exactly as you are enough. You feel these words sinking deep into your soul, like seeds of truth planting themselves in the most fertile soil. Let me tell you one final story, says ancient wisdom, her voice now barely above a whisper. A story about a little star who forgot how to shine. You settle even deeper into the warm sand, your whole body completely relaxed, your mind open and peaceful. This little star lived in the most beautiful corner of the night sky, but she spent all her time looking at the other stars, thinking they were brighter, prettier, more important. She dimmed her own light because she thought it wasn't good enough compared to everyone else's. You can picture this sad little star, not knowing how special she was. Night after night, she grew dimmer and dimmer, until she was barely glowing at all. Then one evening, a child on earth looked up at the sky and made a wish on her, that tiny, dim little star. The child said, "I wish on that gentle star, because her soft light makes me feel safe and loved." Your heart fills with warmth at this sweet image. The little star suddenly realized that she had been trying so hard to be like other stars that she had forgotten her own unique gift. She was the perfect star for children who needed gentle, comforting light. She began to shine with her own special glow again, not trying to be the brightest star in the sky, but being perfectly herself. Ancient wisdom's voice grows even softer, more soothing. And that, dear one, is the most important wisdom of all. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. The world needs the original, authentic, beautiful you, with your own special way of shining, your own gifts to give, your own perfect place in the grand story of everything. You lie back on the impossibly soft sand, feeling completely held by love and wisdom and peace. The golden light in the cave seems to be flowing through you now, warming you from the inside out. Rest now, whispers ancient wisdom, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, exactly who you need to be, exactly enough in every way that matters. Let these truths settle into your heart like seeds that will bloom into happiness for years to come. Peaceful heart, who has been sitting quietly beside you, adds in the softest voice. Feel how much lighter you are now, not just from putting down your worries, but from picking up the truth of your own worth and beauty. The cave pulses gently with golden light, and you feel completely surrounded by wisdom and love. Your breathing is so slow and peaceful now, your body so relaxed that you feel like you're floating on clouds of warm light. These truths, ancient wisdom whispers as you rest in perfect peace, will travel with you wherever you go. In the morning, in difficult moments, in times of joy. Remember that you are enough, that change is natural, that small acts of love matter, and that your own unique light is exactly what the world needs. You drift in the golden glow of the cave, wrapped in ancient wisdom and infinite love, ready for the final part of your journey to the most peaceful sleep of your life. Part 6. The Final Rest. Settling into peace. As you rest in the gentle golden light of ancient wisdom's cave, feeling completely peaceful and loved, Peaceful Heart speaks in the softest whisper you've ever heard. Dear friend, our beautiful journey is almost complete. There is one more place I want to show you. The most perfect sleeping place in all the world, where you can rest in complete peace and safety. You feel so relaxed now that even the thought of moving seems like floating. Your body feels lighter than air, your mind as calm as the still lake you visited earlier, your heart warm and full from all the love you've discovered. Ancient wisdom looks at you with infinite tenderness. Thank you for visiting with me, precious one. Carry these truths in your heart always. You are enough, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. Sweet dreams, beautiful soul. With the gentlest movements, you and Peaceful Heart rise from the soft sand and walk slowly toward the cave entrance. Your legs feel like they're moving through the sweetest honey, every step smooth and effortless. As you emerge from the cave, the night sky takes your breath away. Above you stretches the most magnificent canopy of stars you've ever seen. Millions and millions of tiny lights twinkling like diamonds scattered across black velvet. The moon, full and radiant, bathes everything in the softest silver light. Look, whispers Peaceful Heart, pointing to a small clearing just ahead. Do you see it? The perfect place to rest. There, surrounded by the gentlest pine trees and carpeted with the softest moss you could imagine, lies a natural bed that seems made just for you. Wildflowers around the edges glow softly in the moonlight, and the air is filled with the sweetest fragrance of night-blooming jasmine and pine. You walk slowly to this magical sleeping place, and as you lie down on the incredibly soft moss, you feel like you're being held by the earth itself. The ground beneath you is perfectly warm, perfectly supportive, molding itself to your body like the most comfortable bed that ever existed. "Now," says Peaceful Heart, settling down nearby like the most loving guardian angel, "let's take a moment to remember all the beautiful places we've visited together tonight." As you lie on your back, looking up at the infinite stars, you feel waves of gratitude washing over you. "We began our journey on the golden path," Peaceful Heart whispers, "where you learn to breathe in peace and breathe out stress. Feel that gentle breathing now, flowing in and out like the most natural rhythm in the world. Your breathing flows effortlessly, each exhale releasing you deeper into peace. We visited the Garden of Letting Go, where you learned that worries are like heavy stones you can set down anytime. Feel how light you are now, free from all the weight you were carrying before. You feel so wonderfully light, as if you could float up to join the stars above. We sat by the lake of stillness, where you discovered the calm, peaceful center that always exists within you. Feel that quiet depth now, that place of perfect peace that no storm can touch. Deep within you, you feel that unshakable calm, steady and eternal as the mountains around you. We walked through the forest of kindness, where your heart learned to grow warm with love for yourself and all beings. Feel that golden glow in your chest now, radiating love in all directions. Your heart pulses gently with infinite love, sending waves of kindness to every corner of the universe. We rested in the cave of wisdom, where ancient wisdom taught you the most important truths. You are enough, you are loved, and you are exactly perfect as you are. Feel how deeply you know this now. A profound sense of self-acceptance and worth fills every cell of your being. And now, Peaceful Heart whispers, you've arrived at the most peaceful place of all, this perfect resting spot under the loving watch of infinite stars, held by the earth, surrounded by love. As you lie in this magical place, you notice your body beginning to feel even more deeply relaxed. Starting with your toes, a wave of perfect peace begins to wash through you. Let your toes completely relax now, whispers Peaceful Heart. Feel them melting into the soft moss beneath you, free from all tension, perfectly at peace. Your toes release completely, feeling heavy and warm and wonderfully relaxed. Feel this beautiful relaxation flowing slowly up through your feet, your ankles, your legs, every muscle letting go, every cell settling into perfect peace. Let your legs sink deeply into rest now. Your knees, your thighs, your hips, all releasing, all settling into the most comfortable position they've ever been in. Your entire lower body feels like it's melting into the earth, held and supported completely. Feel the peaceful relaxation flowing into your back, your spine settling perfectly into the soft moss. Every vertebra releasing, every muscle along your back letting go completely. Your back sinks deeper into comfort, feeling completely supported by the loving earth beneath you. Now let your stomach relax, soft and gentle, your chest releasing with each slow, peaceful breath. Your shoulders melting away from your ears, letting go of any tension they've ever held. Your entire torso feels like it's made of the softest clouds, floating in perfect comfort. Your arms now, from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips, let them rest heavily on the soft moss, completely relaxed, completely at peace. Your arms feel so wonderfully heavy and relaxed, like they're sinking into the most comfortable pillows. And now your neck, releasing all tension, your jaw letting go completely, your face soft and peaceful, even your scalp relaxing, every part of your head settling into the deepest peace. Your entire body now feels completely relaxed, perfectly comfortable, held in the loving embrace of this magical resting place. Feel how perfectly your breathing flows now. Peaceful heart whispers, so slow, so deep, so natural. Each breath carrying you deeper into peace, deeper into rest, deeper into the most loving sleep. Your breathing has become so slow and gentle that each exhale feels like a soft sigh of contentment, each inhale bringing you deeper into tranquil rest. Now, as you rest here under the infinite stars, let me share with you the most powerful sleep blessing of all, whispers peaceful heart. These are ancient words of loving kindness that will carry you into the sweetest dreams. His voice becomes even softer, more hypnotic. May you be peaceful as you sleep tonight. May your dreams be filled with love and light. May you rest deeply, safely, completely. You feel these words sinking into your soul like seeds of the most beautiful dreams. May you wake tomorrow feeling refreshed and loved. May you carry the peace you found tonight with you wherever you go. May you always remember how deeply worthy you are of love and happiness. Each word wraps around you like the softest blanket of pure love. May all beings everywhere sleep peacefully tonight. May all hearts be filled with love. May all minds be quiet and calm. May the whole world rest in peace. As you listen to these loving wishes flowing out to all of creation, you feel connected to every person, every creature, every living thing that is also settling into rest tonight. The stars above seem to pulse gently, like they're listening to this beautiful blessing and adding their own silent wishes for your peaceful sleep. Feel how held you are. Peaceful heart whispers, his voice now barely audible, like a gentle breeze through the pine trees. Held by the earth beneath you, watched over by the stars above you, surrounded by the infinite love that flows through all of creation. You feel completely safe, completely loved, completely at peace. The golden path will always be here for you, he whispers. The garden where you can release what's heavy, the lake where you can find stillness, the forest where your heart can grow warm with love, the cave where wisdom waits. All of these beautiful places live within you now, always available whenever you need them. Your breathing grows slower and deeper with each word. Rest now, beautiful soul. Let sleep come naturally, gently, like a friend you've been waiting for all day. There's nothing you need to do, nothing you need to figure out, nowhere you need to be except right here, right now, settling into the most peaceful sleep of your life. The night embraces you completely. The soft moss beneath you feels like the most perfect bed, the gentle breeze like the most loving caress, the starlight like a blanket of pure peace covering you completely. Sleep deeply, peaceful heart whispers, his voice becoming one with the night sounds around you. Sleep safely, sleep in love, and know that you are held, always held, in the infinite embrace of a universe that loves you exactly as you are. The last thing you hear is the gentle whisper of wind through the trees, carrying with it all the love and peace and wisdom you've gathered on this beautiful journey. Your breathing becomes so slow and deep that each exhale carries you further into the most restful, healing sleep. The stars watch over you with infinite tenderness. The earth holds you with perfect love, The night wraps around you like the safest, warmest embrace, and you drift, gently, peacefully, lovingly, into the sweetest dreams, knowing that you are enough. You are loved. You are exactly where you need to be. Sleep now, dear one. Sleep in perfect peace. Sleep in infinite love. Sleep.